Okay, hey everyone and welcome to a brand new Class 66 Rocks World of Stobart review. Now, continuing on with the reviews, this model is the third in the series, so without further ado, let's get on with today's review. Okay, so as you can see, we have the certificate of authenticity here. This basically certifies that the model accompanying this document is an authentic replica officially licensed and approved by Eddie Stobart. So as you can see, it's in the World of Stobart collection. It's officially licensed and approved by Stobart Rail. And today we're taking a look at a Mercedes-Benz Unimog U1650, and it has the fleet number W061. And it is produced by Atlas Editions for Eddie Stobart. So if we just take a look on the back here, you can see we've got a bit of information about the Mercedes-Benz Unimog U1650. So it's an all-terrain vehicle, and it's used for off-road operations. So it can travel on rails thanks to an ingenious extra set of wheels. So these are lowered onto the tracks to allow the Unimog to travel as if it were a rail vehicle. So on the bottom here we just have a bit of information about the guarantee from Atlas Editions to the customer. So we're not going to go into too much detail about that. So I've just noticed that my battery light has just come on telling me to replace the battery. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pause the review for a moment, go and get my other battery that's charged, and then we'll carry on with the review. Okay, hey everyone, I'm back. Apologies about that. The batteries on my camcorder only last so long if you do a lot of filming with them. As I've recently been doing a lot of reviews, so that battery is now being charged up, so now I've got another battery with 4 bars on it. So anyway, let's carry on with the review. So as you can see, it's presented in a World of Stobart box. They're quite basic, to be fair, as previously mentioned in another review, but as you can see, they're a special edition collector's model, and they are in 1/76 scale die-cast metal. Now this particular box has actually got a bit of wear and tear to it, as you can see. This is just how I received it from the previous owner, who I purchased it from on eBay. But on the bottom here you can see we just have the information about Atlas Editions and Eddie Stobart and trademarks, etc. So let's take it out of the box and have a proper look at it. Now I think I might be pulling it out backwards, but yes, I have. I've pulled it out the wrong way. But anyway, it doesn't really matter, so we'll just place that there for a moment. Okay, so first off, it is really lightweight. It is like the wheeled loader I reviewed last week. There's absolutely no weight at all. So as you can see, it's protected by these 2 plastic inserts. So we'll just take these off like so, and let's take a closer look at it. So obviously, as you can see, it's presented on a very nice display stand, and we have the description on here, which is Mercedes Unimog, fleet number W061. So taking a look at the front, now we've got some of the, I'm guessing, are these cylinders on the top of here? But if you do use these in your job, or you work at Stobart's and know what they're for, please leave your comments below. As I'm not very familiar with this particular model, but as you can see, we've got some very detailed windscreen wipers just there, and the word Stobart Rail, well, the Stobart Rail logo on the bonnet, as you can see. On the left and right hand sides we have the mirrors, and we also have the exhaust system just here. Moving down to the grille area, we have the Mercedes logo, which is featured predominantly on all cars and trucks, so that you recognise the brand. Now we also have a small logo just there. Now I'm sure when I looked at it closely away from the camcorder it said Unimog, but if I zoom in too far then it will blur the focus. So moving down, we've got the lights on the front just there, as well as some indicators. We've also got this yellow panel on the front with a red part going across it. But if you do know what that's for, please leave your comments below. So turning the stand round to the other side now. So as you can see on the side of the passenger or driver door, as I'm not too sure whether this is a left hand or right hand drive, I think it's actually a left. We have the fleet number, which is U1650. Oh no, sorry, that's not the fleet number. The fleet number's there, W061. That's the model of the Unimog, just above the Stobart rail wording just there. We've also got some marker lights or indicators of sorts on this side as well. Now the wheels that drop down onto the rail are these little wheels here that I'm spinning with my finger. Now these obviously drop down onto the rail so that it can travel on train tracks, and these wheels obviously, I don't need to tell you that they can be used whilst driving on the road. So moving to the back end of the model now, you can see we've got this little section just here. I'm guessing this is for placing rail parts on. It doesn't actually tilt, but it would have been nice, wouldn't it? Maybe if it had an open back or something. But like I say, if you are familiar with these Unimogs, please feel free to comment below, because I'd love to find out just a little bit more about them. Because obviously I know they're used for road and railway, but what sort of products do they carry? Do they carry rail to different sections of the track? Do they carry maintenance tools? Okay, so let's now turn the model round to the back. So as you can see on the back here, we have the word Stobart Road Railer, as it's half road vehicle, half rail vehicle. But as you can see, we've got some brake lights, and are those reversing lights on the back just there? Now we also have some hydraulics, I think they are, just under here, and I'm guessing that this bar actually lifts up when these back wheels for rail use aren't being used. But like I say, if you do know, please leave your comments below. So turning the model round to the other side now, you can see there's nothing much different on this side. Again, we've got the Stobart rail wording and logo just there, and the model of the Unimog above that, and again we have the fleet number just on the front just there. So that is it basically. The Mercedes Unimog U1650 in Stobart rail livery.